The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
We got this.
Go. 120!
54 Mike. Watch the run.
Hey, stand.
Watch twist.
Sunday. Hey, exit.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Come on.
Check 13. Check 1.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Get ready.
Ready. 95-56.
Check right 47. Defense wins championships, baby.
Ready, set.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Under crunch. Great 15. Great 15.
From the 29, Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 54 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check 50. Great 57.
Going for it with Sanders. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
95-56.
Check, 47.
Over.
Tight down. There you go.
36. Hey, Delta, 80 weapons.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
With the score, Saints 7, Eagles 0.
For Eddie, yellow lady. Kill. Go.
47 Mike. 47. Come on.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Give me that ball.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47. Check. 47.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
53.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He's got Smith here. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Kill.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
First down at the 45-yard line.
61. Matchbox lights.
Mike 56. Mike 56. All day.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check me out.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 41, Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. On first down, Wentz. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Mike's by 4. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's our time.
Forward, Tokyo.
Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Howard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Show it. No. Let's go. Great.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Sanders, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
They'll go 4 verticals because a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Opposite. Check. 53 for Mike. Bravo. He gets inside.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 47. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
I'm coming for you. You must. Wall. Tyson. Shoot.
Two jet bomber. Hey, kill. Here. Five.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Now Wentz. And that's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, easy. Whoa.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Sammy!
Alert 3.
Smooth!
53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
Hey, kill! Return!
Now Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Switch gears. Mike's 54. Mike's
General West!
Shotgun now for Wentz.
I I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
21. Hey, exit. 53.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Breeze able to find the veteran Ginn, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Kill. Topper.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. To try again after the sack. Wentz. The connection here to Nelson Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's another Eagles first down.
Protein spill.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Go, go.
53, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 53 is the Mike. 53, check 53. Here we go.
53. Hey, easy.
Breeze to throw forward on 4th. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 81 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Running with Howard. Demario Davis there on the stop. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
It's 2nd and goal at the 28-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there, and an Eagle 1st down.
Any weapon. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw. Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You ready?
From midfield, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Swaty, Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 50 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt.